Hello everyone, I am Golden Ashwini from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology, Kanyakumari district. In this video, we are going to see controlling types and what are the process. On completion of this video, students will be able to explain why controlling types are very important, and they can also explain what are the uses of controlling process. So first one is organizational control. Organizational control means manager monitor and regulate how efficiently and effectively an organization and its members are performing the activities necessary to achieve organizational goals. Then control systems. A good control system should be flexible so manager can respond as needed. And the system should provide accurate information about the organization. And a good control system should provide information in a timely manner. We have three types of controls. What are the feed forward control, second concurrent control, third one is feedback control. So feed forward control, that is we can say it is a input stage. Then concurrent control we can say conversion stage. Then the third one is feedback control, so output stage. Okay, so in feed forward control, that means feedback is known as a sorry, first we are from last stage. Okay, output stage, feedback control. So feedback control is known as post action control. That means it examines what has happened in the past, and the basis of this feedback a corrective action is taken. And the feedback control is the process of adjusting future actions on the basis of information about the past performance. For example, disciplinary action, budgetary result, and quality inspections are some feedback controls. So this control can be used to plan the future with the aid of past errors or success. Then concurrent control, it is known as a real time control. So it is a flexible and which changes according to anticipated changes based on observation and visualization of future. It is concerned with the adjustment of performance before and any major damage, loss, destruction takes place. So it provides some measures of taking corrective action or doing adjustment while the program meets any obstacles. So in manufacturing organization, control chart is an example of concurrent control. For example, control chart in production department or selling department are very necessary to facilitate adjustment, corrections, etc. in case of changes, if any, and according to needs. So feed forward control. Feed forward control is also known as a predictive control. So this control involves the evaluation of inputs and taking corrective action before the particular operation is completed. So it is preventive in nature. So this control allows the corrective action to be taken in the advance of the problem. For example, cash budget in the organization is this type of controls. So the finance manager prepares the next year flow of cash budget in the organization. If there is a shortage in finance for a particular month, he is responsible to arrange for bank loans or other alternatives. Okay, so we are here explain feedback control used to provide information at the output stage about the customer's reaction, the goods and services, so that corrective action can be taken if necessary. Then concurrent control give the managers immediate feedback on how efficiently inputs are being transformed into outputs. So allow manager to correct the problem as they arise. Then feed forward control. So used to anticipate the problems before they arise so that problems do not occur later during the conversion process. Giving stringent product level specification to suppliers in advance. So it can be used to keep in contact with the suppliers and to monitor their progress. Then control processing steps. So we have a four steps. First one is establish the standards of performance goals or targets against which performance is to be evaluated. Steps 2, measure actual performance. Third one, compare actual performance against chosen standards of performance. Then the fourth one is evaluate the result and initiate corrective action if the standard is not being achieved. So we already saw four control process. First one is establish standards of performance goals or target against which performance is to be evaluated. So managers at each organizational levels need to set their own standards. Then second one is measure actual performance. So manager can measure output resulting from workers' behavior or they can measure the behavior themselves. The more non-routine task, the harder it is to measure behavior or outputs. Third one is compare actual performance against chosen standards of performance. So manager evaluate whether and to what extent performance deviates from the standards of performance chosen in steps 1. Then last one is evaluating result and initiate corrective actions if the standard is not being achieved. So if manager decide that the levels of performance is unacceptable, they must try to change the way work activities are performed to solve the problems. So here we set that types of control systems: output control, behavioral control, and client control. So output control mechanism is the financial measures of performance, organizational goals, and operating budgets. Then behavior control means direct supervision, management by objectives, rules, and standard operating procedures. Then the client control values, norms, socialization. That's all. Okay, so the quiz questions are the right or privilege to direct or request a behavior or action along with the right to disciplinaries. So the options are control, power, authority and leadership. Find the answer yourself. Which statement is true? A manager's status within the organization does not influence communication with subordinate. In a well operated organization, communication always flow upwards. Then the third one is the manager subordinate status does not have any influence on communication between the two parties. Then the last option is people prefer most of the time to communicate with the higher status levels position. Find the answer yourself. Thank you. Thanks for listening this session.